Robinson, he's checked in for Detroit. Karis LeVert comes in for Ivy. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Simons. On defense, Detroit. Hauser passes to Queta. Brown against LeVert. Pass to Tatum. Over Harris. Again, the miss by Boston. Detroit has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's LeVert. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
At the line for the Celtics, Hauser, Sam Hauser. One shot.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Boucher's checked in for Queta, and Derek White subbed in for Tatum. Here's Cunningham. The Celtics making their last shot. Count it. Cunningham's got 5 now.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
White against LeVert. And here's Brown for 3. Connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Cunningham looking around. LeVert left side. Shoots over White. And the shot falls short that time.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
Robinson against Brown. On the wing, Hauser. 3-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make him pay.
And there's Cunningham outside. Sinks it from distance. Give him 8.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Outside, Brown. Here's Hauser. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And so it's the Boston Celtics leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back with you shortly.
All right, let's talk about it. This is my first game of 2K 26. I only played one quarter. And let me tell you the differences that I'm noticing in the game. We've all played 2K long enough to know that there's not going to be huge changes in the game. To be honest with you, you have to look for the changes, which I guess, like a lot of people say, on a year-to-year, back-to-back game, this isn't a company that's going to reimagine or make a crazy different game year-to-year. They're going to add little things, and then they continue to build off those little things every year. I don't mind that to a point, but I also don't want it to feel like I'm literally playing the same game as last year. And with a lot of these games, that's what you feel like. With Madden, with 2K. So with that being said, you feel like that a little bit with this one, only because you can, the same commentary, the same announcers, all that feels the same. The menus are a little bit different. They're a little more clean, I would say, but almost, again, these are my first impressions. They're almost a little too clean. For example, the scoreboard last year had stats running down the bottom, going right to left and all that. And now it's just a real clean looking box and just grayed out. I don't know if that's going to change. I'm playing just a regular play now game. So it could change maybe when I get into my season and all that. So I'll have to check that out. The game still looks really, really good. It doesn't look any worse or any better. I think like a lot of people have said, I think the graphics have hit a wall where it's not really going to get that much better, at least not on this generation of console. I mean, graphics have really gotten to the point where it's like, what more are you going to do? I almost want to say, and I could be wrong, I've only played one quarter, but I almost want to say 25 might look a little bit better. And it might just be in the presentation of the game, but there's something about this game. It doesn't look bad by any means, but it doesn't look as textured, as real. There's something about it where it doesn't look good as 25. Now, I'm going to play 25 after I play 26. Try to compare the two a little bit more. But this is just my first impressions of firing it up, playing one quarter. Now, I will say, the thing I do like about this game, the shooting. Took a couple shots to get used to it, but the shooting is so much better. 25 was a struggle. The shooting was a struggle. Now, I've noticed in 26 right now, you can really jack up your free throws because you think you just hit the button real quick, you're gonna make the free throw. You gotta get as close to the green as possible to hit your layups and stuff like that. The release window on your shots is definitely longer. They're not as quick. So it almost feels like you got to put in the shot to make the shot. So far I'm liking the shooting. I'm already not struggling. At least, again, I'm not online. I don't do a lot of online anyway, so I don't really much care about online. I will check it out because I did pay for the biggest bundle you can get, the Superstar Edition. I normally wouldn't do that, but I did end up enjoying 25 enough. The presentation, the looks, the gameplay, other than the shooting. The shooting, did not care for the shooting in 25. Very difficult. So I am liking the release window timing in 26. So I will say at least they fixed the main point of a basketball game, the shooting. If you can't go into a game and enjoy shooting, not that you're going to make every shot, but you don't feel like it's a struggle. You're overly focusing on the shot meter to make a bucket. So that's a big improvement. I feel like they need to change the introductions, and I'm already hearing some of the same things that the announcers keep saying in the other game. I feel like I'm playing 25. The sound, the presentation, it all seems the same so far. Again, my initial impressions, I got to get to a halftime show. I got to get to whatever. But, I don't even really hear anything really new. I'm definitely hearing a lot of rinse and repeat, because, again, 2K adds things into their game, but they have trouble pulling things out. So they just keep stacking things on top of each other. But so far, I haven't heard anything really new. And when you've got the same commentators year in and year out for way too long, it gets very stale. I do like Grant Hill. I did like that other fella for Detroit. I forget the dude's name. He was pretty good last year. But it is feeling a little stale as far as presentation and all that. And hearing the same things already, it's so right now, I'm not going to put a score on it. My first impressions so far are, I think it's going to be an enjoyable game, but I'm not wowed by it. So let's keep playing.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great wins.
Pistons trail by 6. Harris and Duran together in the middle. Karis LeVert is out there with Cade Cunningham.
There you go, the shooting right there. That felt really good. That shot felt like I jumped and let go right at the peak, but it didn't feel like last year with Cade. He was very difficult to shoot with.
Well, Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates.
The dunking,
Leadership is.
I don't feel like there's a shot meter on the dunking at all.
The rest of his team more hunger and confidence.
At least, as you guys see, I just hit the shot button. He was open for a dunk, so he went in for the dunk. So I do like you don't have to do anything too crazy to get the guy to dunk. He's just going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So Cade Cunningham, like I said, last year his shot was difficult. Yeah, this year his shot is much easier to hit. Because he's got that real quirky hold of the ball when he shoots. And last year, man, it was very difficult to shoot with Cade.
And up the court come the Pistons on the break. It's good.
The movement does feel really good. It feels smooth. I'm liking the movement. I thought at first it was going to look and feel too fast, but I'm not feeling that way. I'm liking it.
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many players.
I do like that they still kept in the commentators from the actual stadium. So I like some of the stuff that they continue to keep in the game, because once you start pulling that out, everything stacked up on top of each other is going to make the game continue to feel more real and authentic.
Basically, teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. And so Joe Mazzulla decides.
Notice on the screen, along the bottom, all this, it used to run stats and stuff. I like the clean look, but I feel like something needs to be right there. That's definitely new. Timeout presentation with Hooper. That's kind of cool.
And Detroit making a change here. Stewart's checked in. Hauser passes to Boucher. Pass to Pritchard to win the run. Hits the trifecta. Pritchard's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's Thompson. The floor is spaced for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But they'll live by the three, die by the three. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
He's off on the first. Brown, he's checked in for Pritchard. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. White for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Stewart outside. Down low. Here's Thompson. And the slam.
Yeah, the dunking is very nice. Very easy. If he's open to perform a dunk, he's going to perform a dunk. No BS, no have to hit certain buttons and all that crap. He just does it, which I do appreciate that.
Simons against Cunningham.
It shouldn't take button skill in order to dunk the ball in a basketball game. So I do like that a lot.
Clock at 6. Late clock. The
Gosh.
Celtics got to hurry here. Boucher, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
It's LeVert on the wing. He's guarded by White. Stewart inside. Boucher on it. Stewart, no good.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge.
That felt good. Yeah, I missed the shot, but it felt, you know, the guy was right on me, gave me good defense. So it's understandable why I missed that shot.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
The menu system, for the most part, doesn't feel like it really changed too much. Pretty similar to how it's been the last few years.
For the Pistons, Duran comes in for Stewart. Jay Ivey subbed in for Levert. Austin also changed in and out. Garza checked in for Boucher. Tatum comes in for Hauser. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for White. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Putting apart the defense on the drive. Cunningham's skilled at getting to
Look
the
at Cade's hair.
Think about the skill of
Not a big deal,
Cunningham.
obviously, but you can definitely see the hair physics and Cade's hair is moving around. Again, not a big deal. Don't really care, but I still feel like the game doesn't look as sharp or crisp as last year. It looks good, but it doesn't feel... When I was playing 25 just the other day, it reminded me how the game just had more of a real... Almost like it felt like if you really didn't know, it felt like you were watching a real game. This has it a little bit. It's not bad by any means at all. But there's something about this game, it doesn't look as good as 25. It's a little less sharp, in my opinion.
Simons has got his second basket.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
From 9 feet. And the shot is good.
Shooting is much easier, guys. And I'm playing on essentially the normal mode. Not hard, not easy. Just to check it out.
A minute 29 left in the first half of basketball. Pritchard from outside. And again.
Hitting a lot of damn threes. I hope this whole game isn't like that. Boston's known to pop them up, though.
Pistons trail by 6. Here's Ivy.
So right there, I just did some dribble moves to get around the defender, and it recognized that he was open, and he ran in and dunked the ball when I hit the shot button. So again, no crap,
The call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You could get away with one once in a while.
no BS to get and go in for the dunk. So the logic for dunking and all that, it seems to be there, which is good.
Tatum's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. Cunningham drives in.
The drives, let's replay that drive, guys. That drive felt good. So I crossed up the defender. I split between them two right there. Came in. Now I was open. Now I should have cut in a little bit harder, but I didn't. I veered to my right. But then I kind of go up for the shot here. But the defender... Now technically, Jason Tatum should have jumped right there. He just kind of backed off while he let the other falling behind defender jump up there. But either way, Cade went in for the hard layup. He shot it high, went in, it felt good.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
On the wing, Tatum.
Oh, he took me.
Nice move. And here's Brown for 3. Duran with the rebound. Duran's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Cunningham outside. Pass to Ivy.
That was bad on me. I should have ran Duran in.
To the paint.
Just kind of messing around with a lot of the controls.
Here's Simons.
Seeing what feels different or better or worse.
Sinks that one from the post. Simons got 7 points in the game.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Pick and roll still feels good.
One-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with him. Maybe use 2 hands.
All right, let's see what the halftime show is all about, guys.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Boston out in front, leading by just 2.
Let me
And
pause
we'll
this
be
real
right
quick.
back after halftime.
And let's talk about this game a little bit more. So we're about to see what the halftime show looks like. See if it's any different or changed or anything. So far, I like the game. And again, let me get back to why I bought it. And I paid the most money I've ever paid this year to get this game, not only early, but I got all the mumbo jumbo. To be honest with you, I didn't realize there was a $99 version and a $150 version. I didn't realize that. I thought I got I didn't realize there was a $99 version. So I spent $150 on this game, which, you know, compared to my 2K rant last year, people would be like, "Are you insane?" I'll be honest with you guys, the more I played 2K25 last year, I liked it. Overall, I liked it. I did not like the shooting, but I did play it a lot, which told me I liked it. Definitely liked it much better than 24. 24 I didn't care for that much. Other than, like, I think it was the Kobe challenges were cool and all that. But anyways, so far this year, I don't think there's anything really special about this game as far as like challenges or Kobe or anything like that. I am gonna check out my eras mode. I'm gonna check out my career. I pretty much I'm taking the day off today so I can enjoy this game and just really play. I don't usually have games where I'll play hardcore. This year, I'm gonna play this game pretty deep. I got a few others that came out that I want to check out too. But anyways, like I said, I bought this. I think it's called the Superstar Edition. The reason why I did it, guys, is last year, I almost didn't even buy the game. I bought 2K25 on sale. And then I actually sold off my entire collection. And I just picked it back up like 2 weeks ago for $10. Brand new $10. So 2K25 was a decent game, but the shooting. They have improved the shooting. Thank God. On this game, the shooting feels legitimate. It doesn't feel too easy, but it also feels very legitimately. It feels like you earn the shot that you make. The driving, the movement, and all that. I was a little worried about the speed, as people were talking about. The speed looked almost too fast. It doesn't feel like that when you're playing. It feels smooth. It feels purposeful. It feels like you're able to do what you're able to do, like what you want to do, the movement. You're not getting stuck on players. Like, it so far, my initial impressions, it feels really good. Now, this is only my first game, so take that for what it is. But I'm going to be playing this game most of the day. So that feels really good. The fact that they improved the shooting, you still got the really classic commentators of each specific court still in the game is really good. The game looks good. It doesn't look overly polished or too shiny or whatever, but it also doesn't, so far, it doesn't feel as crisp in graphics as last year. Something's different about it. I don't know if maybe they took the sheen down. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'll experience it more as the day goes on. Anyways, I don't want to talk too much about it, but so far, I don't hate the game. So, and anyway, like I said, I bought the game because I didn't spend much money on it last year. I love basketball so much, I'm going to buy the game. So I want to give you my legitimate impressions on the game. And the fact that, as you guys all know, I just got transferred to a new plant, and they paid me $30,000 to go. So I didn't mind spending $150 this time on this game this year. So that's the way it is. And I wanted to play it early. I actually ordered it for the Switch too as well, because I want to be able to take it on the go, play in bed, play when I have my coffee upstairs outside. I don't think I can pick that up early. I think I got to wait for that to come out on the 4th. So let's see what the halftime show looks like.
Time for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
So far, just a lot of replays of what happened during the first half. So that's kind of cool. I don't mind that. The ball looks really good. Looks really real. Showing you the stats, the best top performing plays, which they did last year. Just so far, no commentary. No Shaq, no Kenny. Wow, that's it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters.
All right, so let's pause that. The halftime show my first reaction is that, to me, it's pathetic. With that being said, how often do we really listen to Shaq and Kenny go through their spiel, right? I skip through it quite a bit, but I also listen and watch it sometimes too. I still like it being there because it just, again, it adds to the experience, having a true halftime show. I don't know. I think I would have rather still seen having Shaq and Kenny back in the game. I feel like maybe they saved a little bit of money by not having them in the game. They probably didn't want to pay them again. I think it's a very lackluster halftime show. There's no talking. There's no nothing. One of my first things I want to say and popping in my head is let's go back to EA Live 19, the last good game. I think the last game Live put out. Their halftime show was incredible with Jalen Rose, and they went through who's hot, who's cold, blah, blah. I mean, that game has a lot to it. That game, I actually just bought it again on disc, brought that back, because that game is a good game. And it's back in 19. 2K could learn a lot from their presentation on Live 19. I feel like they phoned it in this year. I don't know. I feel like they probably got data that people blow through it real quick, just skip through to get right back into the game. So it's not something that's going to make or break the game. But I feel like just putting in that authenticity into the game, just making it feel more and more vibrant and alive and really feel like you're having that NBA experience by having a proper show. You could do a lot of different things to make it feel more alive. Just having dead silence and quiet, just showing you your replays. I do like seeing the replays, showing your stats, who's hot, that's fine. But there has to be more, right? Not a ton more, but they got to figure it out. They need to go back and watch NBA Live 19 and learn from that. Change it up a bit, but learn from that. Let's get back into the third quarter.
This second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight,
I think what looks different about this game, it's the sheen. There's not as much sheen on the players, but I didn't think 25 looked bad. I didn't think the players looked bad with the sheen. They didn't look overly glossy like some years. This year, it looks like they toned it down. There's still a little bit of sheen on them a little bit, but it's not as out there, so that's probably what makes it look a little bit different. The game does not look bad by any means.
Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. And it's Simons in at the point. That gives him the lead. He's got 10.
Like the shooting. I love the shooting. I feel like I can actually score. There's games in 2K25 starting out that you can't make anything. Like, I'll go freaking 21-7, scoring 7 points because I just can't seem to make a shot. That's off. Definitely, you still got to get used to people's shots. His shot's much slower, and you can tell.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Okay. I did just notice that on defense. Let's go back and replay that. Defense last year, I really felt like you couldn't get back. Once you overran somebody, you couldn't get back on defense. So let's watch this. Let's watch Azur Thompson. I think I might be saying his name wrong, but let's watch him because he's the guy I'm controlling, okay? Guarding Jaylen Brown. So here I'm coming up on him. He gets ready to take off, and I make a mistake, right? So I'm running back trying to catch up to him. Now, in slow motion, it don't look like it, but in speed up time, he dribbles back to try to lose me. I almost lost him. I shoot past him, okay? In real time, it was quicker, but I shoot past him. He passes out of the play, which I'm not sure why he did that because he was free. But I was able to go past him, and then I ran back, and I was able to kind of still get in front of him for the shot. Now, again, in real time, let's play it in real time. He dusted me pretty good, but I felt like I could get back in front of him.
Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
You can't give Simons any room from that corner spot.
Simons against Cunningham. And here's Thompson for 3.
Thompson's not a good three-point shooter. I need to quit
Tatum with a steal.
shooting threes with him, but you can tell because you got to hold his shot. His release almost feels like you got to hold it extra long.
The rebound.
So I'm going to shoot with him on purpose again.
Got his 8th rebound here.
I'm going to try to get him free and try to really make a proper shot.
Here's Thompson.
Oh, shit.
Tries to keep it alive.
Nice.
Pistons keep it alive. Shoots over Tatum.
Yeah, Thompson's shot
Again, the miss by the
is a
Pistons.
much longer release.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter
Which is
since
just,
halftime.
I like that they're different.
Outside White. Pass to Tatum. Here's Queta, covered by Duran. Queta, pass to Simons. Tatum from long range. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Cunningham up top. He's got 21. Can't connect from short.
See, every
range.
time you miss a shot, you feel like you missed it because, you know, you regarded it. It
Coach
felt
probably
legit.
Just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Here comes the phone, Detroit. It's the Pistons answer.
Changes here for Detroit. Reed's checked in for Durham, and Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. The Celtics also with a sub. Hauser, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 in this 3rd quarter. Pass to Hauser. Here's Queta. Now Brown, the 3. And it's Harris with the rebound. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Ivy.
Nice.
Sasser outside. Fires
Oh,
the 3.
so he's got a quick shot.
Thompson outside. Sasser outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, my bad. Mind you guys, right now I'm just kind of screwing around a lot.
For him.
So I'm not playing great defense. I'm kind of jumping around to players. I'm trying to kind of get a feel for everything.
Better get out to Brown.
Obviously, I'm still trying to win, but I'm trying to test
No
stuff
doubt,
out.
Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point per game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot. But when we targeted at the other end, that's where he's got to improve.
Celtics lead by 3. Simons outside. With a step back and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Simons got.
If you guys know anything about me, I'm a broadcast kind of player. I don't like 2K camera angle. I like broadcast just like if you watched it in real life.
Charity stripe shot.
Definitely got to learn your players' shots. The releases are definitely different, which is like most games, but this one I feel like even a little bit more.
And there's the screen. Pass to Hauser from downtown. And Reed pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Ivy's shot is off. Boston on offense. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Hauser can't get it to go. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. It's a 5-point game. Goes up with it. Harris misses. For Boston, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Here's Queta, guarded by Reed. Crosses over. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Come on, Jalen. That's just ridiculous.
Here's Thompson. There's 49 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Harris right side. Makes the
Nice.
pass with a high
I feel like you have time on your shot. So let's talk about that for a quick second. So last year, like when you tried to do a step back or a fadeaway or something, I felt like you had to do it super fast, almost so quick that it was hard to hit it. I feel like in this one, it looks and feels more authentic. As you're making the move and jump back, you have time in the air to get to the peak of your shot, but still hit that green release. I feel like it's just easier to do it. Still, and if you still screw up, you're not going to hit it, but I feel like you can actually pull that sort of stuff off. So that's good. That's good.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Caden. There's Simons with a three, and he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
He's just showing off tonight. Simons, an explosive scorer with great energy.
Pistons trail by 8. And here's Sasser. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Picked by Reed. To the inside. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy.
Hopefully we can get Malik Beasley.
Yeah,
I
he's
hope
just looking
Pistons
to
sign
find
him.
something to produce for his team. White can't hit. Thompson fires from way outside. Anthony Simons has been.
All right, I got to try to make a run on this quarter, try to win my first game on 26.
2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. Back after this.
I don't hate the game, guys. I don't have a lot to complain about. A lot of my complaints really are not necessarily big deals.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
That looks really clean.
This is the
I do like they got rid of that
definition chemistry.
fog
I
that they
love
did
to
in the
see this
game.
kind of
It made
communication and
it look
connection between
weird.
teammates, leading to the perfect pass.
It didn't look natural the way they did the fog.
It's a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All right, let's get an update on Jason Tatum from Allie LaForce. What'd you find out, Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Celtics was able to update me.
Nice, Duncan Robinson. He can hit that. He's got a quick release. But even his release, it being quick, you feel it's quick, but it's still more intentional, you could say.
Guys,
Well, we appreciate it, Allie.
Yeah, with the long road ahead, they'll have to take it one step at a time.
Duncan Robinson is out there with Holland. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. And then it's Karis LeVert. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. That's the group for Detroit right now. To tie it up. Pass to Holland. Outside Robinson.
Nice.
He nails it.
Nice.
Robinson's got 6 here in the quarter. Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
By the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some
Our
extended
first
time.
injury.
Garza's checked in for Boston. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside, Brown. Simons with it. Outside Pritchard. There's the 3. Levert with a rebound. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Detroit moving the ball around.
Should have probably took that, but I don't want to fall in love with the
We've made our
3.
way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter.
And here I hit another one.
Robinson gets the bucket.
But I am trying to win this game. And Boston will kill you on the 3-point shots.
Pritchard, the pass to Boucher. He's checked in for the Pistons. Cada's checked in for Boston.
Substitution on the floor.
Looking to end the run. That shot off. Detroit leading by 3. Duran finds Robinson. Over Boucher. That's good from Robinson.
See, now that shot, I didn't quite hit the green,
Robinson's
but it felt like a good
alone.
free-flowing open shot, and he still hit it, even though he wasn't quite green. So that's good. It made sense that he would hit that open shot.
All on the same page here. For the Pistons, Harris is checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for Robinson. And Ivy subbed in for LeVert. Boston also changing it up. Tatum comes in for Boucher. And it's White in for Jaylen Brown. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He said to his players, "I believe in you. I know what we have." It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
And Allie, thank you for that. Harris misses.
That is not a bad decision to pull from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Out to Simons. From outside the arc. And again!
See, they'll kill you with the three-pointers. Now I'm down by one.
Building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
To Ivy. The shot's good. On the assist by Cunningham.
And with the talent and the competitiveness that Ivy has, you're going to see a lot of nights like this in his NBA career. It's just a matter of how many.
Knocks down the trifecta.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Cunningham. Kate Cunningham with the flush.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
I like that. If I'm remembering correctly, they're showing you how many timeouts you have left. I don't think they had that in 25. Like, you had to go inside the menu. Sometimes you forget how many timeouts that you had. Oh, shit. But now underneath your scorecard, it shows I have 2 left. Because there's been sometimes I try to take a timeout and I didn't have any, and I'd get myself in trouble. Okay, it's becoming a 3-point shooting contest, but unfortunately, in order to keep up with Boston, I have to do it. Okay, that's new. His commentary right there is new. The excitement of the game is really well done. The crowd is getting into it. The announcers are getting into it. I like the crowd, guys. The crowd seems like they respond. And I want to make sure that I'm not overblowing certain things, just because it's a new game. So I'm going to go back and play a game from 25, and all the things I'm liking about 26, I'm going to see were those in 25. I don't want to have glossy eyes. Nice looking shot there, even though he missed it.
Boston's got 4 of 8 from 3-point land during the fourth. The three is in.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Going in against Simons. And rebounded by Tatum.
Better be careful here. I'm not losing this game.
Picks up a 3. Oh, he can't hit it. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Durham with a screen on Tatum. Here's Durham.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and
Uh-oh.
turning over the ball.
13 seconds left, guys. I'm down by 1.
You rely on, and he knows how to find his team points.
I don't feel like there was any rubber banding either. I feel like they legitimately came back because of my mistakes.
Moment here. He's not taking any chances. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it. I just love when teams make it work down low.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Oh, what the hell? I got lucky there.
And they foul intentionally.
I got real lucky they didn't make that 3. Why? I called for man-to-man, and they totally left him open.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Free throw shooting feels good. A little bit of shaking in the shot meter. All right, got my first win, guys. The crowd is really engaged. I like that.
I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
See for 3-pointers. Yeah, see, Boston took 42 3-pointers and made 19 of them. They can kill you on the 3-point, but that's in real life. They do that shit too. I only took 18 of them and then made 10, shooting 56%. So that's pretty good. I try not to fall in love with the 3-point line, and the Pistons really aren't that kind of a team. They're getting a little better now that they have LeVert, Duncan. Cade can hit a couple, so we're getting a little bit better if we can bring back Beasley. I mean, we could definitely be a 3-point threat team, but I never want to be a team where you fall in love with the 3-point line. So I try to make enough of them that I help myself out, but I like to try to score inside. So I shot a very respectable 56% from mid-range and 56% from 3-point line, 60% from free throws. Not a lot of fouls were called. Overall,